James catches, puts up the three. Won't go. Rebound Bosch. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
The corner three that Ray Allen made in Game 6 of the 2013 Finals sparked my love for the NBA, even if I didn't know it at the time. I had a very different perspective on basketball and the NBA before Chris Bosh pulled down that offensive rebound and kicked it out to Ray Allen. Now, before we dive deeper into this, I have to give a few disclaimers. One, yes, Dom2K has also chosen this particular Finals moment. I knew that. I don't know if he knew that or not. Communication was weird. I'm not a big fish in the NBA YouTube community, so I don't know. 2, my face is sunburned. I don't know if the camera can pick up on that, but if I can, you're not allowed to make fun of me. And 3, yes, I bought a basketball hoop. It was a miniature one that was supposed to be a lot shorter than this, and it doesn't fit in the frame. I'm gonna see if I can fix that somehow. With that out of the way, I was invited to this one final moment thing from the NBA Storyteller. It's essentially supposed to be the NBA YouTube version of One Marvelous Scene, which, if you didn't know, was a very successful series of videos made by the film essay section of YouTube. I loved One Marvelous Scene because I love both film essay channels and I love the MCU. So being able to participate in the NBA YouTube version of it is pretty awesome to me. So I want to tackle this Ray Allen three-pointer from a couple of different angles. Its impact on the game, why it's awesome, and its impact on me. This is Ray Allen's 3, one finals moment.
Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
The Ray Allen three-pointer is considered by many to be the clutchest shot in NBA history, and by extension, the greatest shot in NBA history. Not in terms of difficulty, but in terms of impact. I'm actually going to leave a poll in the top right asking if this is the clutchest shot of all time to you, because I'm really curious what the consensus on that is. Kawhi Leonard's shot in Game 7 versus the Sixers definitely moved up a lot of spots. And obviously that's good for the game and the story of the NBA. If you look at any great finals montage post-2013, you will see this shot in it. It's truly one of the greatest, if not the greatest moments in NBA Finals history. And of course, since it's the highest stage, that makes it one of the greatest moments in NBA history. And in terms of difficulty, Ray backed up from nearly the paint all the way to the three-point line, catching the ball before getting behind the line, stepping back and pulling up with Tony Parker getting into his body, not getting a hand near the ball, but getting into Allen's breathing space. The way he had to shoot this ball was far from ideal. Falling back, but also trying to counter it by leaning forward while it's contested. It's far from Ray Allen's natural shooting rhythm, but it doesn't matter. Ray Allen is a fucking G, and he has been here before.
With Paul Pierce to get him to the middle of the floor, and then letting him go to work. That was his own Rondo. Allen over Noah. Oh! Ray Allen has done it again!
Maybe not this exact situation, but Ray Allen has been a clutch shooter for his entire career. Up until this point, Ray Allen had played 17 seasons, participated in 1,376 games including the playoffs, and he'd played nearly 50,000 minutes of NBA ball. This was an old Ray Allen, an out of prime Ray Allen, a wiser Ray Allen. Ray Allen without any selfish motivations. At this point in his career, he was just a veteran shooter in the Miami Heat / LeBron system. He had no desire for money, stardom, or glory anymore. He just wanted to contribute to some winning basketball and get one more ring before his career was over. And he did that while getting a lot of damn glory. Listen to this call by the brilliant Mike Breen.
Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Ray Allen's name is forever etched in NBA history. And since this whole idea was sparked by the film essay section of YouTube, I'm going to do a comparison to one of my favorite movies of all time, Logan. Amongst many themes in Logan, one of them is that being out of your prime does not mean you're useless. In the film, Logan is old as shit, he has ooze leaking out of his claws, he is sick with gray hairs. It's not looking good, but when the moment comes for him to defeat the clone of his former, in-prime self, he does it. Not without the help of performance enhancers, and he does die in the end, but this metaphor was already weak to begin with. But Ray Allen being the one to hit this shot, having the biggest and most iconic moment of his career at the end of his career, is really inspirational and just plain cool. One of my favorite things from One Marvelous Scene in the film essay section of YouTube in general is just how many times they just throw away all the analysis and just say, look man, this is awesome. And that's really the best that I can do here. Ray Allen's 3 was so awesome for a few reasons. Where Ray Allen was in his career, the difficulty of the shot, both of which we have discussed, as well as the impact that it had. I would hope we all know the implications if this shot clanked off of the rim. This shot going in means the Heat have a chance to win the series. If it misses, it means the San Antonio Spurs are the 2013 champions. No, it doesn't mean that LeBron's legacy is ruined. If you want to hear my take on that, I have a whole video on it that I will link somewhere. The too long didn't want to read it version of that would be that LeBron had 16 points in the fourth quarter, which led to Ray Allen being able to hit that shot in the first place, but this video is not about that. Now I want to talk about this shot's impact on me. I have a very odd origin to my love of NBA basketball. From the age of 9, I loved basketball and Kobe Bryant. So much so that even though I never watched the NBA, I built my entire game around trying to copy Kobe, watching his highlight clips on YouTube and watching the occasional game. And because of that, to this day, I shoot way too many damn fadeaways when I play basketball. Which, despite the opinions of my comment section, I do play basketball. Fat guys can play basketball. Shout out to Glenn Davis, Raymond Felton, and Kyle Lowry's ass. I didn't start watching the NBA until like 2012, and then I only really watched my Bulls, didn't watch or care about the other 29 teams in the league. I didn't even know what free agency was, so when the Bulls came back in 2013 without Nate Robinson, I was like, what the fuck? Where did he go? And my dad just mumbled Denver, and that was the end of that. The 2013 finals was the first final series that I ever watched, and I went into it as a prominent LeBron James hater, which I am nowhere close to being anymore. I have 2 videos, including that Ray Allen one that I discussed, defending his legacy and dispelling some of the myths about his career, so I'm actually kind of a LeBron James fan now. But back then, LeBron James was constantly beating my Bulls in the playoffs, so I resented him for it. So I couldn't stand LeBron James, and my dad was also a big LeBron James hater, still kinda is, not so much anymore. So I just kinda went along with it. So from my point of view, with it seeming like the Spurs were going to win Game 6, I was like, hell yeah, I'm a petty asshole and I want to see LeBron James lose. He's gonna be sad when he loses, so this makes me happy. And then, Allen hit that shot, and I don't know how I can properly express just how shocked I was in the moment. I was not happy, but the shock and kind of sort of excitement that I felt from that game was the first time I had felt anything close to that for a team besides for the Chicago Bulls. And it ended up opening me up to the rest of the NBA and led to my love of the NBA as a whole. This shot means so much to me because it is one of the many stepping stones that led to me loving the NBA and eventually creating this channel. That just hit 40k subscribers, by the way. So I appreciate that 3 that Ray Allen hit so much for getting me to where I am today. If you're new here, coming from the One Finals Moment playlist, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 50k subscribers by the end of summer. So subscribe if you enjoyed, or if you didn't. I don't discriminate. If you want to hate watch my channel, it has the same result for me. So go for it. Drop a like on the video and cue the outro music.